PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, the 19th day of June, and it looks like the weather will pretty much stay hot and dry as we head into the weekend. Here's a look at some of the Skycam shots around the network this morning. There's a look at the view coming from Clanton. Awfully nice as we are at the time of the summer solstice. The longest day of the year will be this weekend on Sunday. And we definitely got some daylight here at 5 o'clock. There's the Cheehaw Skycam view coming from Cheehaw State Park on top of the restaurant there, looking right down the Talladega Mountains and downtown Birmingham. Looking south from the top of the Daniel Building back over toward Red Mountain. The sky clear this morning, and we are underneath the heat ridge. Looks like the core of the high is centered right over the middle of Mississippi. And you can see the thunderstorms developing on the periphery of that thing. One big mass on the Rio Grande over West Texas. A couple on top of the ridge over the Midwest. And then inevitably some will rotate down on the eastern side later today. But we will stay hot and dry. There's a look at one of the big masses up north. That's a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Illinois and Ohio until noon Eastern time today. And look at here, got a moderate risk of severe weather up there, all the way from Des Moines and northern Missouri through places like Indianapolis and over to Pittsburgh, and a slight risk surrounding that from near north of Oklahoma City up to Green Bay and then over to Chesapeake Bay. Of course, around here, things stay quiet tomorrow. A slight risk of severe weather from the southern tip of Illinois over to the Atlantic coast, including much of North Carolina and Virginia. And the QPF chart looks awfully dry, doesn't it? That's for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday evening. That ridge is just really hanging tough. We do think we will see a few scattered storms next week as the heat ridge begins to move off to the west, but certainly the most rain over the next 5 days will indeed be on all sides of that thing, as you can see. Here's the GFS. This is the OZ GFS, valid at 1 o'clock today. There's the ridge squarely in place across the deep south. We're expecting low and mid-90s today, but the dew points are awfully high, so the heat index will be flirting with 100. Saturday, no major change. We've got a trough over the northeastern states, but that really doesn't do much to get rid of the ridge down here. And Sunday looks hot and dry. Nice vortex over the northeast, but again, that 588 ridge going nowhere. Take a look at next week. On Monday, you can begin to see the change. The trough is just off the Atlantic coast, and the ridge beginning to shift a little to the west. Still, the model suggesting the bulk of the showers and thunderstorms on Monday could be a little northeast of here. And there's a look at Tuesday. Got a northerly flow here aloft, and that could open the door for thunderstorms over the Midwest to drop down in here. Pretty much the same deal on Wednesday. But then Thursday of next week, notice how the ridge is expanding again. So looking at next week, it might be that Tuesday and Wednesday could offer the days with the best chance of scattered showers and storms. And Friday of next week, a 588 ridge covers much of the deep south. So looks pretty standard for late June. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is the 4th of July. Independence Day. Interesting deep upper low showing up there. Northeast of Alabama with a 588 ridge off to the west. And it looks pretty anomalous. I'm not so sure that'll be there the next time we see the GFS run later today. And quickly, we note the tropical system off there in the Pacific, Tropical Depression 1E that is coming up toward the Mexican coast. That will be moving inland late tonight, and the latest guidance here has it as a tropical depression. We'll watch that. Some of the moisture could work up into the southwest United States, but certainly no impact on the weather here, and the Atlantic stays quiet. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless. Weather.